We're here at our family mill in Graignamanagh, County Kilkenny, and I am sixth generation of the Cushen family, and that's from where the name of the business comes, Cushendale. So weaving and wool has been an integral part of life in Graignamanagh for over 800 years. So the first mill was actually built here in 1204 by Cistercian monks who established a very industrious abbey here in Graignamanagh. And actually even the building and the operation of that abbey was based on wool, and those monks actually got loans from wool merchants in Italy, and that was repayable by wool. So way back, as I say, in 800 years ago, since then wool has been a key part of life in Graignamanagh. The buildings have all changed over time, but what we do have today that sustains that link for those 800 years is the mill race. So the mill race is a channel of water that was dug out by those monks 800 years ago, and it is a key part of what it is that we do today. It enables us to dye, to wash, to add kind of another layer of depth and quality to the textiles that we work with. In our family, as I say, I'm sixth generation. My father is still working in the business, albeit handing over now the skills and the trade. So what we do here at Cushendale is very unique in that we have sustained traditional skills and processes that have maybe been replaced with the introduction of commercialisation and faster processes, but we like to maintain kind of slower, more traditional processes because we like to, I suppose we feel we can interact more with the yarns and the textiles as we're making them. And I suppose we're all about making things slower but in a more beautiful way, and hopefully with a textile then that is of the highest quality and will last a lifetime and beyond. We travel the country, literally the length and breadth of the country every summer, and we collect the fleece directly from those farmers, making it a really enriching process for us and for the farmers, because we understand exactly where that fleece is coming from. And then that comes here to the mill, and then here, this is where we work through that fleece in kind of small batch processing, and then we work it through from washing it to teasing it, dyeing it, then through to the carding phase, where we see the transformation really of those colours being blended together and the initial shape and form of a yarn, and then that's brought up to our spinning mule, which was built in 1890, probably the oldest spinning mule in Ireland, but still working perfectly. And that's where the transformation of the fleece actually into a really strong and durable yarn. So when we're working with Irish wool, that yarn is probably the strongest yarn that we work with when we're in the mill. So then after we've made the yarn itself, then we move to the weaving stage, which is involving the warp and the weaving of the different colours and actually creating that design and transforming into an actual textile. And once that is finished, we then move into our finishing process, which is a series of different processes from wet finishing to dry finishing, all which happens here under our roof. So what makes, I suppose, a special characteristics of Cushendale and what it is that we do today is that we do everything under our roof. We shepherd that fleece from when it first arrives here through its transformation into a yarn, then into a textile, and then into the finished product. So people who work with us know that it's all under our watchful eyes and hands that we transform our yarns into beautiful textiles, and that makes Cushendale textiles particularly special and of a high quality.
We are working with a close network of farmers throughout Ireland. All told, we go to 8 counties to collect our lovely Irish wool, which is coming from one specific breed, which is the Galway breed, which is a rare and protected breed here in Ireland. The value of wool, obviously over the last 50 years, the value of wool has declined hugely in every respect, in how we see it and also how we price it. The value of wool as it is today is because over the last 40 or 50 years, a lot of the emphasis has been on softness, where the potential increase in the value of wool that we grow here in Ireland is in its durability and its longevity as a product, and that's how we present our Irish wool product. It's another layer of sustainability which is within the product. It's life length and its durability, and of course its function. And our Irish wool blankets and throws offer that in great respect. For the wool industry in the broader sense, I think the consumer has to start looking at wool in more ways than just softness. I suppose the most important thing I would say going forward is the educational piece. That people are made aware that Irish wool is a great product, and it has many really positive characteristics, particularly as they relate to sustainability. And of course, Irish wool is Irish.